Okay, this is a continuation of our training on automation basics. We've talked about tags and triggers. We've even set up a calendar reminder automated sequence, including emails and text reminders. We showed you how to do that. So go back and look at that if you haven't seen that so far. Now we're going to talk about templates. Templates help you set something that goes automatically. These can be triggered, just like we did on triggers, all these different places. But we want to create templates. We have email templates and we have templates on SMS. So let's click here on our templates. On the right hand side, you're going to see a template. You get a text template or an email template. Remember, SMS or text are the same thing. So let me show you what we did here. Let's pick something here. This one's introducing you to someone. So this email, the text message is going to be super simple. And it's going to say, have you met Matthew? He's a millennial who had to overcome a lot. I just shared his story with you via email. Tell them why you're texting them. This is what it's going to look like. You may have a double sequence. And look here, you can set up links. You can set up custom values. You can put up all this different thing. You can say, hey, John. You can add his first name in here. So look, I can put, hey. And these custom values are something that's going to pull from customer contacts. So first name. Hey, first name, comma, have you met Matthew? So, hey, John, have you met Matthew? I'm going to save that. That is a text message. Same thing with email message. Email is slightly different, so let's look at how they work. I'm going to click on this email message. Now, in the email message, you're going to label it, and I suggest labeling this something you can identify it as. Your subject, you want it to be something that's interesting, something that pulls people into it. So he made the impossible possible. Maybe we want to call it, did you hear about Roger? Who made the impossible possible? I don't know, I'm just being fun. And then we have a story. This is story-based email. It's kind of fun. Real basic. You can add pictures and paragraph. You can format stuff in here. We like to keep email really simple to start with. Later, you can come back and put templates and make them all fancy and put your logo in them. You could do that simply by going to the bottom here, hitting enter, and clicking on insert image. You can upload it. You can browse for your images. There's that DVD created earlier. Anyway, you can put images in there, text in it. You can do what you want to do. You can highlight a section. And you can bold it. You can italicize. And over here on the right, it shows you what it's going to look like. So you can do these really fancy or really simple. When creating automation, I suggest doing simple first. Later, you can come in and you could add banners and all that kind of stuff once they work. Start with text messages, text version messages before you start putting a lot of links and colors and bolds and stuff in there, because you can do all that stuff through here by looking at all these above. So you can highlight something, and this works just like a text messenger. You can change the font style. See there, we're going to take that out. You can change the size of something. See there, it stands out. You can make something a header, making it big. See how that stands out? And you could do a lot more with it just by looking at these things. You can do headings, inlines, blocks, alignments. You could change the color here, make it orange, whatever you want to do. But again, I highly suggest starting out with just text. See if it's working. See how it's working well for you. If this message is working, then come back and make it fancy as you grow your business. After you get through, you want to save them. And these become your text messages. When you're creating your automations, you'll add these in. So let's go to one of our automations. And we're going to go to one of our recipes. Let's go to our sequence here. And you see here is an email. So we identified that specific email. This email is not editable in here. That's the benefit of this. If you have a team working with you, it's important to have things that you only have one place to go for editing. So if you have an admin staff and you don't want them to edit the emails, you turn that off when you create a user. We talked about how to do that. But this is the template, and it'll do exactly what you said. So see here, I can select whatever template I want based on the sequencing. Same thing with your text message. You're selecting which text message you want, and that'll show up right here to show you what it is. You can always test these things by putting in your phone number and send the text message. I can't do this on this one because I don't have a phone number attached to it, but that's how it is. So this one, this is an email sequence. When their form is submitted, they are tagged as an active lead, a director, and a new lead. These are some reminders. These are internal reminders. So this sends me a reminder. How cool is that? Reminder, it's an email notification, and I have an SMS notification that's going specifically to a particular user. In this case, we put on Matthew, but it would go specifically to that person, and it would send them this message that we've created in our own system. So these are internal notifications, which means you can email or send an SMS to yourself inside the sequence. It's going to wait 24 hours after they filled out the form, and then it's going to send them an email and a text message. And another 24 hours is going to send them an email text message. Another 24 hours. So this sequence, you can see it's quite long. The first 7 days, we send them an email every day and a text message every day. After we get past the first 7 days, we wait 2 days. We send them something else. We wait 3 days after that. We send them something else. 4 days after that, send them something else. At that point, we then remove the active lead tag because at this point, they're not active anymore. It's been 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I believe. And then we create a tag called long-term follow-up. So it's a whole new sequence that creates that customer and takes that customer to the next sequence that we have. Again, you're going to save actions. And when you save actions, you're going to save up here and save publish. I'm not going to change anything here, but that shows you how to do automations. Just following these few videos, you should be able to create an email automation sequence, or you can contact our team if you know our team to help you set this up so you can set up your own email sequence that works for your customers in the way you work with your customers. Hopefully you've enjoyed this training. We look forward to working with you. Have a great day. Bye.